Through Zapier, you can update contacts, matters, and other records in your practice management or customer relationship management software with data that's entered in your Darumate workflows. So we can start on the Darumate integrations page or with Darumate as the trigger step in our action. On this page, we could select any other software that has a Zapier integration as well. So we could also do this with Salesforce, Lawmatics, Laws, any other software that we want to push data into using Darumate. For this example, we'll use Clio. And here we can choose one of the templates that already exists. So we can choose to create a new contact when a Darumate workflow is completed. And that's what we'll do for this video. After we've connected and chosen our Darumate account, we'll select the name of the workflow that we would like to take data from. So here I'm going to use my intake form to create new contacts in Clio. Then on this page, I'll select the fields that I want to edit in Clio and fill with data that comes from Darumate. So we'll have our first and last name. In my intake in Darumate, I also collect their address. So I'll check these boxes as well. Email address and phone number we also collect, but we don't want to enter something like the website, so I'll leave that unchecked and click next. Now, when I click in these fields, I can map my data from Darumate into Clio. So if I click in this first name field, I'll see all of my variables from my Darumate workflow. So I can scroll or I can search. I know that my client's name is stored in the Darumate variable client name, so I'll search that in this dropdown and select it to populate this field. I'll continue to search and map my Darumate variables to the fields that I want them to populate in Clio for the address. So here I'll choose my address line 1 field from Darumate to populate the street address in Clio. Once I've mapped all the fields from Darumate to the fields in Clio or the other software that we're connecting to, I'll click the next button. I can verify that all of my data is in the correct format. So text is text and numbers are numbers, for example. And then I'll click the test button to test this stat. Once I click the test button, Zapier will send this test data to Clio. So if I come into my Clio account, I can see that I have this new test contact and all of this data has populated. The final step is to review and turn on my Zap. Once I've turned my Zap on, I can test it with real data. So here I'm in my intake form, which is the workflow that I've used for this Zap. Once I've entered all of the information, I'll find myself on the final review page. And when I click continue on this final review page, the Zap will be triggered. So once I've submitted this workflow and triggered the Zap for John Doe's intake, then I can come into Clio, view my contacts, and see that a new contact for John Doe with all of the data that I entered, including his contact information, has been added to my Clio account.